Hello, baseball fans. Welcome back to another video. We are going to play the Cardinals, but if you notice, Jose Barrero does not have a picture. So I want to do a quick tutorial on how I get the pictures into this game. So special thanks to Brainiac Baseball, who did a tutorial in Baseball Mobile on how to put player photos in the game. And through that tutorial that he uploaded, I learned how to do it for that game. And I also learned how to do it for this game because it was a very similar process. So thanks to Brainiac Baseball for my knowing how to do this. I tip my hat off to you, sir. All right, the first thing you want to do is let me get out of this game first. You want to go to, let's say you're here in standings and you're looking around, you want to go to game settings from this tab, game settings and face gen. You want to uncheck load face gen photo fit files automatically. And you want to check this guy. You want to tick load player picture files automatically. Okay, that's what you want to do. When you do that and you go to your home page, you're going to see no pictures. It's going to take off the computer generated picture, so everybody will be without a picture. And so once you do that, you go back to your standings or whatever. But yeah, once you do that, it's going to automatically save it like that. You want to have that done. And the other thing you want to do is you want to have this folder, which is the global folder for the pictures for the game. You want to navigate to that from your PC. And the way to do that is you follow this. Take a picture, pause it here, and you can take a look at the different, the path to it. You've got your documents, out of the park developments, OOTP 26, and photos. Now there's two photo folders in this game. One of them is called pictures, and the other one is called photos. The one that says photos is your global folder. So that one, let's say you want to start a different team. If you do this, if you put the pictures in photos, all those photos will be available across your game. So that's what you definitely want to do. That put all your photos in there, and you want to. What I did is I created a shortcut on my desktop. So we're going to minimize that, and we're going to go to the to your web page, and you want to go to baseball reference. And you also, if you want to use baseball cards, you can actually do that here. You search for a player, and you can do that. You can do the portraits or the baseball cards. I prefer portraits here in this game because of the Jumbotron. So let's get that ready. So let me show you. That's really it. And this is all you had to do. You have to just go to, who was that? Jose Carrero. That was the Cardinals, right? So we're going to change this to the Cardinals because we want to go to their page. St. Louis Cardinals. And I think he was a batter, right? So let's go to player list. And I'm going to change this to just batters. And you're going to should see Mr. Carrero here somewhere. Oh, no, Carrero, it's Barrero. See, no picture. So what you want to do here is you just go to the editor. You get this. I like to use baseball reference ID, right? And then we're going to come over here to baseball reference. We're going to put his name in. We're going to pull his picture from there. There's Jose Barrero. There's Jose Barrero. Also played under the name of Jose Garcia. Anyway, we're going to bring him up here. There we go. Then we're going to come down here. We're going to highlight the ID, the baseball reference ID. You can do either one of these. Copy. Then up here you hit rename. Try it again. Rename. Paste. And you don't really have to have this open, I found out. You can leave it closed and then just plop them in there. Then you're going to come down here to picture functions, auto reload picture, and bam, you now have Jose Barrero's picture in your game. And if I start a new sim as the St. Louis Cardinals, as long as you do the game settings the way I mentioned, you do the game settings, face gen. You turn it off here and turn it on down here, load player picture files. You should be able to show it. Team home screen. Let's go back to the Yankees. Perfect. And we're going to maximize because we are going to play the game. As you can see now, Jose Barrero is now included in the game. All right, let's start this game. This is game 122. And you've got Nootbar, Siri. Oh, wait, who's that? Is that Jose Siri? Yeah, from the Mets. They traded him. All right, Walker. Those are the outfielders: Arenado, Barrero, Gorman, Donovan. Infield, Liberatore, and pitching. He's pitching to Herrera. All right, Volpe at the plate. I just remembered that someone said they preferred the defense on the players. So let's go to game options. Small labels, large labels. Return to game. There you go. You got the defense. All right. Let's get into this game. We are playing the Cardinals, the Cardinals. Game 122. Can you believe it? I've been saying that quite a bit throughout this sim because I still can't believe it. We're almost done with this series. I remember it like it was just yesterday. All right, this took a long time to get through this pan around. Beautiful stadium. Anthony Volpe has been walked. All right, and if you notice now, we're like sitting a little bit farther back. So what I want to do here is I want to what do I want to do? Oh, I want to change the game options. I want to make the players a little bit bigger so that I can see their it makes it feel like I'm a little closer to the action. Here's the pitch to Belly. Yep, and runner goes safe at second. All right, Cody Bellinger still at the plate with runners in scoring position, and he gets a base hit. Can that score a run? No, it can't. You hear the boos here at the stadium. This is Busch Stadium, and it is 7:19 p.m. so far. All right, here's Aaron Judge coming to the plate. All rise. Here comes the Judge. That's a ground ball. Runner is out at second, and that scores the first run of the game. Here's Mike Stanton. He will continue to be Mike until he gets a home run. Stanton walks, runners on first and second. One man down. Here's Alec Bohm. He's bad to the bone. Bad to the bone. He strikes out, 2 men away, and here's Goldilocks. There's a base hit. Can the runner score? He's hustling around third. He's going to be, oh, that would have been an out. The ball gets away. And we score a run. Let's take a look at that one. Super Stats replay. Runner, he gets it. I love seeing the uniforms on these. And the ball gets away. And he's saying, what? Oh, look at his hand. Like, no, what? What are you doing? Dropping the ball. All right, here's Jazzy J. Chisholm Jr. with runners on second and third. There's a base hit. No. Oh, he balked that. I thought that was going to drop. That was a good play. All right, we're going to the bottom of the first. Jose Siri, former Mets, as you can see by his cap. And Josh Hader starting this game. I'm not sure why he's starting this game, but my managers, my coaches must have a good reason for doing so. Ground ball to shortstop, 1 man away. Here's Wilson Contreras. That's going to be a base hit. It's going down the line. He's running to second base, and he gets in for a double. The Yankees do lead 2-0. There's a pop-up to first base, 2 men away, and here's Nolan Garman. Nolan Garman navigates himself to a strikeout, and now retires the side. Going to the top of the second, here's Mustache Wells. I love our catchers. We have great nicknames. Mustache Wells, Uncle Ben, Uncle Ben's Rice. Here's Sam Hilliard, our left fielder. Runner goes. He's going to be out by a mile. One man down. Sam Hilliard coming to the... He's already at the plate. He strikes out. And Anthony Volpe. That's a fly ball to left. That's going deep. That's going back. Gone. Goodbye. Touch 'em all. You've just gone yard, Volpians, and have given the Yankees a 3-0 lead. Do-do-do, tiptoe through the tulips, do-do-do-do-do, down. Let's check that one out. I love the home run replays because you get to see the details on their uniforms. And he caught that one, but he should be throwing that ball back, right? There he goes, Volpe, number 11. The only caveat is that the actual Yankees don't have the names on their jerseys. Tiptoe through the tulips. All right, Volpe gets his home run strut. Here's Cody Belly Laugh Bellinger. He is out. One man down. Verbal miscue. Take your drink because that was retiring the side. I want the players to be a little bit bigger again, only because they do look so far away. Is 170 going to be too big? Are they going to look gigantic? Maybe, maybe not. Let's see. Ivan Herrera pitching. All right, they do look kind of big, but I like that they're little. It looks like we're closer to them. Runner on first base. Here's Lars Nootbaar. He takes the pitch as Ivan Herrera goes to second base. Here's a pitch, and Lars Nootbaar. That is a baseball name if I've ever seen one. There's no outs right now. Runners on first and second. Nolan Arenado. The runners go. Oh boy, second and third. Nobody out. This is not looking good. We need a strikeout. That's a pop-up. And caught. The runners do not advance. I think they're too big, man. Let me now if I go to 100, they're gonna look tiny. They're gonna look like ants. Look how tiny they are. I guess that's how they would look if we're standing up here. I mean, if we're sitting, we look like we're sitting in the mezzanine level. So it shouldn't really be this. I think that should only be this small if you're way up in the nosebleeds. Let's go to, sorry about this, guys. Let's go to 130. I think 130 is going to be okay. All right, let's get this, let's not stop anymore. John Palacios. That was deep enough to score the run. Jose Siri. And he hits it off the wall. That's going to score multiple runs. I wonder who the Mets got for Jose Siri. I'm going to look it up. He's a good center fielder. I kept him in my sim. Oh, he was claimed off waivers by St. Louis while he was with New York. So we got Jose Siri from Tampa Bay Rays last year, and he was claimed off waivers by St. Louis. Wow. So he wasn't protected. Okay. Here's Wilson Contreras. He strikes out. The painful inning is over as the St. Louis Cardinals have tied up the score 3-3. All rise. Here comes the judge. He strikes out. Here's Mike Stanton, waiting to get a home run so I can call him Giancarlo again. That's a pop-up, and that is out. And here's Alec Bohm as night falls upon us in St. Louis. And that retires the side. All right, we're going to the bottom of the third. Here's Jordan Walker. I want to try to speed up the game for you guys a little bit. Jordan Walker walks. The Walker walks. How apropos. Nolan Gorman navigates that ball to a base hit. First and second. Nobody out. This game is quickly getting out of hand. And that is caught. Did you see him? He waved the other runners off. Check it out. It's going to be for a split second. You'll see him waving everyone else off. See? Waved them off. That's pretty cool. I noticed that in the previous game. That's a fly ball to left. That's an out. That's the second out of the inning. Here's Nolan Arenado. And that's the play at second base. That's going to retire the side. All right, let's see what we got going on now. We're in the top of the fourth inning. Tie score. Here's Paul Goldschmidt. This is it. These are the long days of summer. August. That's a fly ball to left. One man down. Jazzy J. Chisholm Jr. That's a deep fly ball to right field. That ball is going way back. That ball is gone. Touch him all, Jazzy J. Chisholm Jr. You've just gone yard and have given the Yankees a 4-3 lead. And he gets his home run strut. There's the replay. And then when you're watching TV, you always get the replays, right, of the home runs. And that fell right there. These guys are fighting for it. They're probably throwing that ball back in. Go ahead, Chisholm, with your bad self. Look at the head bobbing back and forth, side to side. I got a home run strut. Get in there. Get in the dugout, bud. Get ready for your next at bat. All right, here's Austin Wells. 4-3, Yankees lead. And he walks. And Sam Hilliard strikes out. Anthony Volpe with 2 men out. Run around first. That's going to be a base hit. You hear the boos in the crowd. Here's Cody Belly Laugh Bellinger with Risp. And that retires the side. So 4-3 Yankees. Bottom of the fourth. Here's Brendan Donovan. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. A lot of hits in this game. 5 each. Jose Tena. And he steals second base. So he's at second base. The pitch to Tena. He strikes out. 1 man down. Jose Siri, former Met. And that's going to be a base hit. A run will score. I'm going to keep the players when they get traded from team to team. I'm going to keep them with their whatever picture they had previously. Wilson Contreras. He strikes out. And Jordan Walker. Runner goes. He's safe at second base. St. Louis Cardinals are not laying down. They came to play. And they now lead 6-5. 5-4. Verbal miscue. Take your drink. They're leading 5-4. All right, Nolan Gorman at the plate. And that retires the side. All right, the Cardinals scored 2 runs on 3 hits. All right, Aaron Judge, all rise. He strikes out. 1 man down. Here's Mike Stanton. He pops it up to third base. They're taking an awfully long time to throw that pitch. I'm wondering if this should be normal, play-by-play speed. Yeah, right? Can I do fast? Or should I do very fast? Oh boy. Let's see what happens here. Here's A-bomb. Alec Bohm. There's the pitch. That's going back to the wall, and he's going to get extra bases and get to second base. And he starts off the inning with it. Well, he doesn't start off the inning. There are 2 outs. Verbal miscue. Take your shot. All right, here's Paul Goldschmidt. Deep fly ball to left. Did he get all of that one? Gone. Goodbye. Touch him all, Paul. You've just gone yard and given the Yankees a 6-5 lead. Let's check that one out again. See who catches this ball. Oh, this guy right here. There he goes. Tiptoe through the tulips. I get my home run strut and my Yankees are winning. High five, bud. He just walked right through him like he wasn't even there. There's Goldschmidt and Bohm going back into the dugout. All right. Jazzy J. Chisholm Jr. coming to the plate. He's going to get a base hit to right. Jazzy J's at first base. 2 men still away. That was nice 2 out rally. And that retires the side. All right, going to the bottom of the 5th. Here's Ivan Herrera. That's going to be a base hit through the middle. A lot of base hits in this game. Lars Snookbar gets another one. You get a base hit. You get a base hit. And you get a base hit. 9 hits so far. Nolan Arenado. He walks. And now the bases are loaded for St. Louis with nobody out. This game is nuts. Coming in as a left fielder. He makes the play. Can he get him at the plate? Nope. He's safe. St. Louis have tied it up. Jose Tena. He gets a base hit. Another one. And also an RBI. And now the St. Louis Cardinals take the lead. We're going back and forth, folks. If you like offense and you are enjoying this game, if you like a pitcher's duel, you're not enjoying this game. And another hit. It is now 7-6 as Angel Felipe pitches. Round ball to short. That's only one out there, and that retires the side. Verbal miscue. Take your drink. So now the Yankees are trailing again. All right, Sam Hilliard. He gets an out. He doesn't get a base hit like everyone else does. Anthony Volpe. He gets a base hit. You get a hit. They get a hit. Everyone gets a hit. 9 hits now for the Yankees. Here's bellyache because we're losing. And that's a fly out foul ball. All rise. Here comes the judge. Little dribbler to the pitcher. That should do it. All right, we're going to the bottom of the 6th. Here's Jordan Walker. Felipe still in there for the Yanks. Base hit. I think they're all tired of hitting base hits now. Let's see. Nolan Gorman. Gorman is going to be out, so he navigates back to the dugout. And Ivan Herrera. Ooh, finally a 1-2-3 inning. All right, here's Mike Stanton on the top of the 7th. He is out. 1 man down. Okay. A-bomb, Alec Bohm. He strikes out. 2 men away. Paul Goldschmidt. He strikes out. Going to the bottom of the 7th, let's check the out-of-town scoreboard. There's the first page. Let's go to the second page. You can pause the video at any time and you can check out the details of these games. The out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Cardona Studios, makers of fine videos such as this series right here. Also, Pride in Patterson, Fred Drives and Fred Travels. Here's Lars Snookbar. That's going to be a deep fly ball. That one may go. That's a home run. And the St. Louis Cardinals now lead 8-6. Here is Nolan Arenado. And he walks Brandon Donovan. Our pitching has not done its job, but neither has theirs, as we've scored 6 so far. Here's Jose Tena. He's going to get a base hit. Are we breaking a record here in most base hits in the game? Here's Jose Siri, former Met. He's still on my team in my Mets simulation. Wilson Contreras with 2 men out, 1 man on, throw to second. He's going to be out. That retires the side. Top of the 8th inning now. I mean, we're only down by 3 runs. Here's Jazzy J. Ground ball to third. 1 man down. Here's Austin Wells. 2 men away. And Sam Hilliard. Hilliard strikes out. Going to the bottom of the 8th. Hamilton's still in there. Wilson Contreras. There's the pitch. High fly ball in the infield. Coming in to get it is it Chisholm or Volpe? It's going to be Volpe. 2 men away. 1 man away. Verbal miscue. Take your drink. Jordan Walker. And now Nolan Gorman. Stormin Gorman. He strikes out. Going to the top of the 9th. Here's Anthony Volpe. Volpe is out. Here's Cody Bellyache Bellinger. He's going to also be out. 2 men away. And all rise. Here's the Judge. He's going to get a home run. Yeah, he's definitely going to get his home run. Touch him all, Judge. You've brought them in within 2 runs. As he goes to home plate and gets the home run strut. Tiptoe through the tulips. Got the replay. And this guy just caught it right there. Go ahead, Judge. That catcher looked frozen. All right, got a home run out of it. And here's Mike Stanton. He strikes out, and that is the ball game. So Judge, how many home runs is that for him so far? That's his 25th home run. Really? He got that many already? I remember the last I looked, he was at 18 or 19. Oh, well. Let me return to the game. All right, you can pause it at any time. Batting line score, the pitching line score, and the player of the game. 23 total hits in this game. Leave the game. All right, let's finish today. We'll check the out-of-town scoreboard on the next game. Actually, you know what? Let's check it out right now, right? Let's check out the scores. We'll do it quickly. You can pause it at any time to read the details. Nine to 7. What a debacle that game was. The Mets won their game. All right, let's finish today. See if there's any news. Ben Joyce was diagnosed with kidney stones. He will be out for 4 days. He's our new relief pitcher that we acquired. Check out the standings. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. You can pause the video there and check out the standings. We'll see you on the next video.